50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
Call of Duty Ghosts, a fantastic installment in the Call of Duty franchise that still holds up 7 years later. Yeah, about that. COD Ghosts has rightfully received a lot of criticism in the past, and that's for good reason. I mean, it put COD in a bit of an identity crisis as it promoted the one thing all COD players hate: campers. After Ghosts was the introduction of Advanced Movement in Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, and Black Ops 4. But in Ghosts, huge ass maps made it difficult to get in on the action, making it a perfect contender against DICE's installment of Battlefield 4 in 2013. However, Battlefield 4 allowed up to 64 players in the same sized maps. With huge maps, not only did it promote the dreadful, absolutely horrendous, scum of the earth playstyle of camping, but it made the game extremely boring and made the pace much slower compared to the brain-dead rushing among the small, 3-laned maps we all know and love, Nuketown. Despite this flaw, Ghosts holds a special place in my heart because it was my first legit online Call of Duty experience. Even though I did play an ungodly amount of Modern Warfare 3 on the Wii, those were dark times.
Hey guys, it's Green Ghost State, and we have episode 2 of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. Multiplayer.
How does that make you feel?
Back during the Christmas of 2013, I got an Xbox 360, even though the Xbox One had just released, but Ghost had just come out a little over a month ago. It was definitely time to game on.
Well, that sucks. Got you. Who else wanted their nipples to get pierced?
At that time, an aspiring YouTuber began to upload quality Ghosts gameplay, tutorials, and epic Easter egg videos.
Just spawn in, and I'll show you guys how to get there. So you spawn your pretty little butt over here, and just do a little bit of parkour. And now, it's gonna seem like you're drowning, but you're not. You are drowning, you need to be careful. But you can, as I am on this ladder, and yeah, it's right down there. Come up here, your little teddy bear, little teddy bear, little teddy bear.
But what's the point of this video, you may ask? Well, because I was bored over the weekend and felt immense waves of dread and a sense of impending doom, I decided to go back to the Xbox to fire up some old Call of Duty. And oh boy, was I in for a show. This game is littered with campers, and I mean full of absolute degenerate scum of the earth. It's a little odd to me that in the modern era, people playing Call of Duty Ghosts decide to slap on a thermal scope onto an LMG, sit in a corner, and call it a day. There were multiple incidents where I caught a group of teammates completely holding down an area with their thermal LMGs. And in the kill cams of LMG users who killed me, showed all their teammates holding down all angles of a building or a room that they're in with them. That's like 4 people all in a room just sitting there with LMGs. It's the stupidest thing ever. Now I have 3 possible explanations for why one would engage in this delinquent behavior. Number 1, the graphics in Ghosts, especially in the Xbox 360 edition, are very dark, monotone, and blend together really badly. It's a really pixelated mess, which makes enemies almost impossible to spot at certain distances. And with big wide open maps, using a thermal scope with 100 rounds of mag is definitely advantageous against some schmuck like me who's using an assault rifle. Number 2, As stated in the previous point, the maps are so big and wide open that an LMG with low recoil is definitely the way to go. You just need a foregrip, pull down a little bit, you're good to go. It's so easy. And third, they probably just suck at the game. So in conclusion, it's probably all three of those mixed together that promote delinquent behavior. However, the sheer strength of garbage players huddling up in tight corners just to pick off 1 to 5 people a match, 10 minutes everybody, 10 minutes a match, 1 to 5 people a match, did not cause me to join them. In fact, I found equipping perks like Quick Draw, Stalker, Marathon, Agility, Ready Up, and Dead Silence, which are all essentially like the speed and stealth perks, makes it really fast and quiet. Made me very hard to kill against these people because they just can't aim. That's why they're using LMGs. They just have to hold a corner. They don't have to actually react to anything. They barely react to anything at all. They just see a little bit of white show up and all the black on their scope, and they just start shooting. They can fire all 100 rounds just to get the 1 kill. But all I had to do was get in their face and overwhelm the shit out of them. But that didn't stop good old Call of Duty from working its way out.
SATCOM ready. Friendly SATCOM active.
Funny enough, it took me a good while to realize that I should equip the speed perks in order to be a harder target, but my god did it make the game way easier for me. The concept that the few people still playing this game 7 years later are playing the most looked down playstyle is kind of astonishing to me, because I figured the only players left would be really good players who just could never leave the game, but boy was I wrong. It's even weirder to me how 6 to 7 years ago, when Ghosts was in its prime, heavy quotation marks with that one, or when Ghosts was the newest COD, so everybody was just playing it, I still remember the majority of people playing it like every other Call of Duty, running and gunning with SMGs and assault rifles, and not using stupid guns like LMGs. But the game has evolved, or de-evolved, if you will, into a sitting simulator for the remaining people who remember this game and continue to play every day. And as a matter of fact, I believe there is a consistent player base with this game of around 100 to 500 people who play Ghosts every day, because over the past 3 days, I've hopped on Ghosts and there's about 100 people on around 3 AM, but it peaks around 500 people at 3 PM. And I noticed there's also more people that play Ghosts on the Xbox 360 than the Xbox One. It's very odd, like how there's 100 people at night on the 360, but there's like nobody playing the game on the Xbox One at night. It's ridiculous. Ghosts was a pretty rough game, but people like me who started COD with Ghosts, even though I technically started with Modern Warfare 3 when it released in 2011, and my cousin got it, so I went over to his house and we played it a lot. I'm totally biased in saying that I think Ghosts was a really good game, despite all its flaws. I'm aware of all its flaws. And 7 years later, no longer as squeaky voiced as I was at 12, I can truly appreciate Ghosts for what it used to be and what it's become. A true masterpiece of Call of Duty gaming. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching this. I just got really bored over the weekend and decided to play some Call of Duty because I was not feeling like playing Counter-Strike. And I don't know, I actually had fun playing Ghosts, which is insane, but it was pretty worth it, I think. And I was like, I gotta make a video on this. I was gonna make a video about like tactics and stuff, like comparing how learning things in Counter-Strike, like applying that to something like Call of Duty, which you never, like doing things you don't think about in COD. But I thought that'd be pretty boring, and I've been watching a lot of the Act Man, who's been like doing videos, like Call of Duty video essays basically, and I was like, yo, that's pretty sick. I gotta try doing one. So this was my attempt at it. I've re-recorded myself like 20 times, so this is the best attempt. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and yeah, this has been Velocity. COD Ghosts has rightfully received a lot of criticism in the past, and that's for good reason. I mean, it put COD in a bit of an identity crisis because it promoted the one thing that all Call of Duty players hate, and that's campers. After Ghosts came out, advanced movement, what the fuck does this sentence mean? Holy shit, what did I write?